AA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 20. Five.
270, Indy. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
We talked about it prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
You often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those.
And he's going to go down again.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
30-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
37, Leonard Fournette, the ball.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Logan Cook.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 6 yards there. First down, Jacksonville. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
4-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 44, Minshew. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the
numbers for Eifert in that game last week. 4 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have a concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Ngakoue on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Woods on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Minshew with a give to Fournette. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
39-yard line.
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Minshew, 1st and 10. And the catch good. It's Eifert. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Fournette running out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Jacksonville. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And the Dolphins have got it.
Kyle Van Noy.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, Dolphins.
On first down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They're able to locate Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Wilson.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And it's 21-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A pass there complete to Westbrook. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And finding Keelan Cole. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Out of the gun is Minshew. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On for the field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
No good.
And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Williams, a gain of 31 yards.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
The 2nd down pass.
Likely time for one final snap as they start on 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep for Eifert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. We have hit halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
Harrison on the tackle.
Second down and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. At the 27-yard.
They run again with Breida. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Breida brought down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard.
So third and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to Matt Breida.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
He's brought down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
A gain of 2.
Second and 8 coming up.
And 8.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
10-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being a...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Josh Allen able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but now it's third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. The throw taken in by Cole. 7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Fournette. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
35-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Parker.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. It'll be Minshew again. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 20.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Now Fournette. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Down the carry.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete.
That's good.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Minshew and Shark on the hookup. Their 1st down, Jacksonville. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 9-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Gardner Minshew, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, look at the Jew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Well, this throw caught left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Dolphins.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. Second and 4.
32-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Miami.
Tua now on first down. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards.
Feels like they might be a step ahead in their play calling because after that big run, I thought they'd come back with another one, seeing as they had momentum going in that direction. Instead, they dial up a big pass, breaking off big chunks of yardage on this drive. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Getting set to go again on offense, here's Devontae Parker now. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, Tua. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again. And this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
And that's why they brought him into the organization, because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talent. You think that they have that something special in them that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now it's time for them to be clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence. You know what has to get done. Get the ball to the right people, get out of bounds, and get it downfield and try and score.
And he's trying to earn his stripes here for a winning drive. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
29-yard line.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Third down.
The last catch. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
Minshew's pass intercepted by the Dolphins.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Tua going to hand this one to Breida, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they will take a knee here.
Tagovailoa on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
brings up.
And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
It certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak.
Tonight's final.
But Charles, we saw it come back.